Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
That gives you updates every day what's going on in real estate and finance at nrecafe.com, nrecafe.com. And now we have aprgi.com.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is America's Professional Research Group, which is after doing 650 or 700 interviews, we now have aligned ourselves with the very best of the best. These are people who come on our show and just knock it out of the park with valuable information, and they've done great for our clients, right?
Best of the best in the business right here in Santa Cruz Valley.
No doubt. So go to aprgi.com, and you can actually subscribe to the Vault magazine. We got a brand new magazine about to come out, and it's an online magazine. Not going to sell you a thing, just entertain and inform. That's what we get. So
and look at that! Look at that tease right there on the property taxes. See what you need to know and didn't want to know about property taxes. Well, guess what's due in 2 weeks?
No doubt about it. It's great information. Understanding your homeowner's insurance policy, how to decide your business structure. Rob Schwartz, our college planner. I love this. The worth of college. And then we got it's really cool. We got Cakes by Nella, art you can eat. And, of course, we got recipes from Salt Creek Grill in here.
There you go. That's cool. Yeah, great.
All right, so check it out. So now that we were teasing you up on the last segment about how hot the market is and how to be successful in this market, because just going out there and going on a Zillow or any of those sites and thinking that you got it all figured out, I think there's a lot more to it, Steve.
Well, Don, I hear people all the time relying on those numbers and that information, and it just isn't accurate enough for them to make valuable decisions with. So that it means that doesn't mean that you can't do some investigation. In fact, I would say that the majority of the buyers in today's market are spending a lot of time on the internet. Right. And the local real estate industry knows that, and they're working with that, and they're embracing it, because there's nothing's going to get you in that property without a realtor. That's number one.
Yep.
So you may do the research and find out what you want to look at, but you're not going to see it without the benefit of a professional real estate agent. So that's where the value comes in.
Right. And if you are going to these sites such as Zillow and Trulia or Zilluia or whatever you want to call it, you realize that those are marketing companies. They're there to actually gather up your information and sell it to others. Also, they are not directly connected to the MLS. They actually have to purchase these listings, and they usually take a couple days to get to them. So by the time in a heated market, by the time you gather that information, see the home, it may be gone. So if you want direct access to MLS, we're going to give you a link. Go on your phone. It's this easy. It's a beautiful app that's not going to sell you a thing. This is through us and through our team, Steve Korn, Don Gatling, Skyline, and the app is called Home Buyer Scouting Report. Home Buyer Scouting. If you type that into either your Android or your iPhone, the app will pull up, and you can just basically type in the VIP code Don and Gino, DONANDGINO, and it gives you direct access to all the available listings directly through MLS, and we're not going to sell you a thing. You won't even see us. You go into the site, and you're going to be looking. I know you're going to look over your shoulder going, someone's going to pop up and try to sell me something, but that's not our goal. Our goal is, as always, is to give you information without obligation. Right, Stevie?
Here's the biggest thing that you need to know about these websites and Zillow and all that kind of stuff, is this market is changing by the hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so property values are changing by the hour. And therefore, I find the most value in a real estate agent that understands the numbers, knows the amount of listings in the marketplace, understands the average price per square foot on a particular model and a tract. I mean, has it down. Right. You know what I mean? And so because it is so volatile out there right now, things move so fast that, with that being said, that if you're a buyer, you don't even think about getting in a car looking for a piece of property unless you've gone through the process of pre-approval.
Yeah, you won't have it won't be accepted ever.
Not pre-qual, it's pre-approval.
Right. And it's better for you as a buyer, because then it takes away the stress levels. You know you're pre-approved, and your negotiation process goes up tenfold, wouldn't you think?
Well, now you know what you can afford. There's no guesswork. You don't fall in love with a piece of property, find out later you can't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, I know here at Skyline we provide you with a 4-page, 4-color analysis that breaks out every single number for any sell price you want, so there's no surprises. You go in going, oh, that home's going to cost me this. It's going to be this much out of my pocket, and here's my total payment without surprises, heaven forbid.
You know, it's great too. On the other side of that, all the listing agents that are working on here with sellers, they use a resource that we give them, is that when you are getting ready to put your house on the market and you know your target price, I run the numbers ahead of time so they know if their home sold at $432,000, their net's going to be this. Before they even sell it.
See, this is why you work with, Steve Korn and his team over at New Hall Escrow, because that's why we rely on you guys, because we can rely on the numbers, and you guys are great at it. And plus, you always navigate through any issues. You know how to navigate through it to help you get that home in your dreams, because you hate to have something stop you when you found that home finally and something comes up and they don't know how to handle it. So make sure you're working with a true professional, local real estate agent. If you don't have one, we have them. And make sure if you're going to sell your home, be careful of getting information that, an agent telling you what you want to hear. It's more important to have one that's going to tell you what you need to hear, right?
Oh yeah, that's a big point. That's a great point, Don. I can't stress that enough. And you'll know if you're looking to sell your home and you get an agent, you interview multiple agents, and one is just giving you lip service because they think it's what you want to hear.
Especially the price you want to sell at.
Oh yeah,
all of us are in love with our homes.
Right. And my home is worth more than the other guys down the street.
Of course.
And so then you have the second agent comes in and they start to reason with you and they give you all the detailed data and reasons why. And a third person comes in and gives you the same kind of recommendations. Then it's a gut feeling situation. Check your gut, go with recommendations and referrals, and use your best judgment.
All right, real quick, let's just give a couple little tidbits about the CFPB, which basically control a lot of this real estate transaction hogwash, including us and our industry. So there's a couple of changes coming, Steve, and thank you for bringing them to our site.
Certainly. CFPB, Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, federal government agency. What they're doing is they're trying to streamline the effort for the benefit of the consumer, which is you. So what that means is the way you have been disclosed, the numbers in a real estate transaction is going to completely change. It's going to be all different. Anything you've ever done before in a real estate transaction will not be done again like this. You'll have a certain protocol that the lenders will go through and the escrow companies will go through to disclose numbers within a certain period of time, and there's a cooling off period that has to be expired. And so it's a big deal because all the forms are changing, all the computer software is changing, and it's completely new way to do business. So that's effective. All these are going to be effective August 1st. The second thing is they're trying to create a way that that the general public doesn't walk through an office environment where there's multiple files on a person's desk and the person looks down and sees personal information because there's multiple files open at one time. So there's a new requirement that we only have one file open on our desk at one time.
I'm actually good with that, Steve.
Yeah, I am too. I like the idea.
Organization on your behalf is a good thing.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us every Saturday night. Thank you, Stevie. Great job. How can they get a hold of you, buddy?
You can reach out to me at New Hall Escrow Company by looking at www.newhallescrow.com. Got a great new website. All kinds of great information on it. Steve Korn at newhallescrow.com is my email. And, of course, our phone number is 259-3450.
The best in the business. Steve Korn, New Hall Escrow. Thank you for joining me again today, bud.
My pleasure, man.
And thank you for joining us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to find out what you need to know, want to know, should know about real estate and finance every week. You can also get an update daily at nrecafe.com. Go to our website for tons of information. YouTube channel has over 600 videos now at donandgino.com. And then for the best resource of professionals in all of Santa Cruz, go to aprgi.com. That's America's Professional Resource Group, aprgi.com. Thank you for joining us. We'll be with you next week. Have a great weekend.
Cheers.